Prioritizing your peace is a requirement for your emotional stability when you're in your 30s.
Sometimes it works out and sometimes it don't. Sometimes you win some.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today we're discussing how to thrive and how to glow up and truly lean into becoming the best version of yourself in your 30s. This is a really exciting topic for me because I feel like the 30s is when my life literally changed for the better. I felt so much more confident in myself and the decisions that I made, and also in what I truly wanted in life. And I didn't feel like I had to get permission to go after the dream life that I wanted for myself. And so I'm going to be giving you my ultimate guide to glowing up in your 30s in this video, and we're covering everything from career to a financial glow up to personal appearance and everything in between. So definitely stick around. If you're in your 30s or if you're approaching your 30s soon, this is going to be a super helpful video for you to kind of help you start out creating a plan of what you want to do, what you want this decade of your life to look like. I can promise you it's a really good time in your life, and this video is going to help you enjoy it even more. So first things first, let's talk about this kind of mindset shift that occurs when you are in your 30s. You are truly stepping into who you are. You know yourself so much better, and you've also let go of the insecurities and the doubt that really plagued you throughout your 20s. The beauty of your 30s is that you've gained the wisdom, you've gained the experience, you have achieved the level of confidence that's necessary for you to create this beautiful life for yourself and to actually make your dreams and your goals a reality. So instead of feeling like it's too late to change things or it's too late to go after what you want, I really want you to embrace the fact that you have more experience in life. That means you are more equipped to actually be very practical in the decisions that you're making, so that what you are going after is attainable, it's reasonable, and it's something that you're able to do because you have a plan that you can put into place. Now, I do not want you to get this confused with like the fact that you hit 30 and then everything just works out and you know exactly what you want in life. That is not the case at all. I definitely don't know everything now, and I don't think I'm ever going to get to a point where I do know everything. However, I'm so much more comfortable with myself and I trust myself a lot more. So no, we do not have everything figured out during this decade. However, we figure out this really important piece that life is a journey and that you're continuing to grow and work on yourself in different areas so that you can be 30 and thriving from now into the future. All right, so let's get straight into it with the physical glow up, especially focused on health and wellness. I know what I did in my 20s is not happening. I cannot do it now. I cannot eat the way that I was eating. I feel like I didn't really have like a strict workout routine. Like I would just go to class every now and then, like wear a cute outfit and stay in shape. That's not the case anymore. It is a lot harder now. There are so many like health things piled onto that in your 30s, and so it's really important to make sure that you are allocating time and focus and resources to your health and wellness so that you can glow up and you can thrive in your 30s. At this point, it's not just about looking good, it's also about feeling good. If I don't feel my best, there's no way that I can look my best. I feel like those things definitely go hand in hand. So this is definitely a time to prioritize your health. So whether that means that you are trying to focus on eating more whole or nutritious foods, or you are getting into a really good supplement routine and seeing what your body is lacking so that you can make sure that you're performing at an optimal level, or whether that includes increasing your physical activity, getting a workout routine that's very consistent, that you stick to, that you enjoy, and that's actually helping you maintain a healthy weight, or also maintain goals that you have for yourself personally regarding your body. Another really important piece of your glow up routine in your 30s is being set in a really good skincare routine. I have a bunch of different skincare products that I use because I feel like that's what my skin responds to best, is kind of changing it up from time to time. However, I've got my general product list. Like I know that my skin is dry, I know that I need hydration and moisture, I know that I need to be using some anti-aging products. And so because I've gone through my 20s, the trial and error, I was in like the infomercial decade, so I tried it all, the proactives, all that kind of stuff. None of that really worked for me, but figuring out like, hey, natural skincare is what actually works for me is something that happened in my 30s. And so really taking time to figure out what works for you, what works for your skin. You really want to pour into taking care of your skin. So I do that personally on my own time with morning and evening skincare routines. And then also I have a professional esthetician who looks after my skin as well. In your 30s, it's really time to start investing in those types of things. How can you really improve your skin and also support the longevity of your skin long term? And that is by having a professional assist you. And I feel like having a professional with a lot of things is really helpful. I have a professional for my hair, a professional for my skin, a professional to help me with my supplement routine. Basically, I have a team of people who help me stay put together. But honestly, that is part of being a grown woman, is investing in the things that are going to help you feel and look your best. Now let's talk about another super important part, which is your emotional glow up. Your 30s is such a perfect time to truly refine your relationships. And I'm talking about your relationship with yourself and your relationship with others. So that includes things like boundaries, being very clear on what you're comfortable with and what you're not, and also setting clear expectations for how people are going to treat you, how you interact with others, and also how you spend your time. Your 30s is also a really important time to let go of relationships that are no longer serving you. You cannot hold on to friendships or relationships just because it's comfortable or because they've always been there or because they're a family friend or you grew up together. There's so many excuses that we tell ourselves why we keep people in our lives, but it's not giving us any benefit. If this person is not supportive, they're not adding value, they are not someone who you can trust and rely on, especially if they are bringing drama or negativity, you have to cut them off, you have to let them go. You do not need that in your life. Also, remember, it's okay to say no. I feel like in our 20s, we are a bit more reluctant with saying no because we're like, well, what if this is a great opportunity, or what if this leads me to the next thing? But when you're in your 30s, you're so sure of yourself, or at least you're getting to a point of where you're becoming more sure of yourself. And so you're like, no, I don't like this. I don't want to do this. I don't care what magical opportunity could be behind the curtain. If it's not something that's sitting well with me, it's not something that I'm going to do. So don't force yourself to continue these friendships or make these connections that don't feel good to you. You know when something feels off. I feel like in your 30s, your intuition is so much stronger because you've lived through a lot of experiences and you know when the vibes aren't right. So use that intuition to your advantage to keep yourself from falling into situations where you're just like, you know what, this really is truly not for me. It's not fulfilling me. I am not happy. And so don't waste your time, basically. Prioritizing your peace is a requirement for your emotional stability when you're in your 30s. All right, now let's go ahead and get into finances. Finances should look a lot different in your 30s than they did in your 20s, and the focus definitely has to be on stability and building for the future. Your 30s is definitely a really great time to get serious about your finances. Now, if you're watching this and you're younger, I would definitely say start implementing some of these tips now because it's only going to make it easier for you once you do enter your 30s. However, if you're already in your 30s, you're probably earning more than you did in your 20s, and so you want to learn how to optimize and prioritize the income that you do have in order to benefit you in all aspects of your life. So there are a few key things that you must make sure you are doing. First, paying off debt. I know we all got that first credit card and probably didn't know how to use it really well and got into a bit of trouble. So create a plan to pay off your debt. Also, create a plan to save. Yes, you can do those things simultaneously and you can still do those things while having some fun if you have a structured plan and a budget in place. And the third thing you should be doing is investing in your future. I feel like I still don't know a ton about investing from like the big perspective of things, but I understand enough about investing to say, okay, this is an area where I'm comfortable with. For me, investing in real estate is something that I understand fully. I'm really comfortable with it. That's how I'm intending to kind of build my wealth portfolio over time. However, there are so many other things that you can invest in. So do your research, take some classes, gain some knowledge to see if investing is something that's going to be beneficial for you. And one of the most important things for me, like in my 30s, this is my soft life era. Well, the start of it, because once I got this soft life, I'm not letting it go at this point. And so one of the big key points of that is not being stressed out. And one of the major things that causes stress is finances. So get those under control. When you are financially secure, it really gives you the freedom to pursue this grand life that you love, or this soft life that you get to enjoy without the added stress of figuring out how you are going to manage it and how you're going to finance it. So I love the zero-based budget worksheet. I feel like it's super simple to use. There are a ton of templates available on Etsy, so definitely go on there and check them out. It just really helps you understand where your money is going. It also helps you adjust and make some changes if you're spending too much in certain categories. For me, it was shopping. It is what it is. It was a reality. So I was like, look, at this point, I have to cut back. We have clothes at home. So I really had to get creative with my style, and also like unsubscribe from all of the like really cheapy websites that would send all of these like promotional marketing emails about sales and stuff. I didn't need those things. And so now that I focused on building a wardrobe of pieces, of quality pieces that I actually enjoy, that I can mix and match, it's more of a capsule wardrobe, I'm not spending so much on clothing, and that has made a huge difference in my budget. And remember, even if you are not earning the amount of money that you would like to be at this point, first of all, create a plan to do so. We'll talk about that when we get to career. But also remember, it's not about how much you make, but it's about how you manage what you make. So your income does not have to be grand. However, you have to manage it extremely well and budget really well so that you can live life on your own terms. Next up, we are talking about career, which of course, as a career coach, is one of my absolute favorite topics, because I feel like in your 30s, sometimes we think it's too late to start over. But if you think about it realistically, let's say most of us have to work until we're 65 and we started working around 20. You have way more time left to work, way more time left in your career than you have already invested. So why not actually use that time to be doing something that you enjoy, something that fuels your purpose and your passion? Now this could look different for everyone. I have friends who are in their 30s, and we're all kind of at different places in what we want out of our careers in that aspect of our lives. Some of us are wanting to climb the corporate ladder. Some of us are getting into content creation. Others of us are creating our own businesses or pivoting into a new field. There's no right or wrong. There are circumstances that are unique to you and career decisions that make sense for you personally, and you have to figure out what that is. I will say working with a career coach can be very helpful, but if that's not something that's in your budget right now, I would encourage you to take some free career assessments, to try out different things, watch videos on YouTube of people who are like a day in the life of a nurse, a day in the life of a teacher, a day in the life of a business owner, so that you can just get a clearer perspective of what it could potentially be like if you did go a different direction with your career. Your 30s are really about truly going after things that inspire you and that make sense for your life and where you want your life to be in the future. I will say it is very important to still consider finances, because if you want a particular type of lifestyle, you also have to have a job that produces the income in order to give you that lifestyle. So make sure you're thinking about all of those things. If you are someone who's like, yeah, I want to start a family in my 30s, and you want to have more availability and time for your kids. So how does that look with your career? How is that going to shift? What types of careers should you be looking for that will allow you to prioritize starting that family if that's something that you would like to do? Don't be afraid to take risks. Your 30s are all about confidence, stepping into that confidence and being the woman that you deserve to be. And so it's the perfect time to take risks, to set yourself up for what you want your future self to be able to enjoy in life. You have the experience, you have the drive, and you have the added wisdom to make your dreams a reality. So go after it and actually get started and do it. I promise you, you will not regret it. I made some huge career changes in my 30s, and my life has completely evolved because of that. And so just taking a chance, relying on yourself, trusting yourself can make a huge impact in the direction of your life. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Definitely stick around if you are not subscribed, and of course give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below on which of the things you would like to try to implement into your life in your 30s, or just your thoughts about entering your 30s, being in your 30s. If you're out of your 30s, please share advice and let us know what things have worked for you to build a successful life that you love. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.